Hey everybody, welcome to the Best of the Triad, and today I have the distinct pleasure of being here at SouthEnd Brewing with Eric, who is the owner. Tell me the story about how you got involved here, what your vision was, and how it's come to reality for you.
So, actually, I co-own the business with our son, Seth.
Yes, he's a terrific guy.
Yeah, he is. And so Seth, as a member of the Forge, which is a neighboring business, a maker space.
Right.
It was their pattern, you know, working together at the Forge to go out for a beer after you're done with your project for the evening. And they noticed that the business that was here before had vacated. And so he said to me, hey, let's do something. Because as a family, we've just always gravitated towards brew pubs, particularly brew pubs with kitchens. We just like to go to those things, and we've always kicked around the idea of, hey, maybe if the situation is exactly right, we'll do something. And he encouraged me to join him and look at this space. And we talked with the property owner, AZ Development, Andy Z.
Yep.
And we hit it off right away. And I mean, we were off to the races. From the time we started talking to the time we signed the lease, I'll bet it wasn't 2 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What do you think it is that you're doing that is separating you? Clearly there's a lot of other choices right down this part of town. What do you feel like is the difference maker for you guys?
So there's a few things that, you know, not to compare myself to others, but a few things that we focus on. And one is, you know, I think our team is a motivated team. They just, it's all about the experience that we can create for you when you come in here. It's got to be a positive experience. There's got to be a number of choices both in the beer and the food, something to satisfy everybody, and everybody just likes to be well served. And so I think we've got a really good team. As well as that, we try to maintain a broad array of beers. We're not any one style centric. We try to get the full range of beers, so there's going to be something for everybody. And of course, outdoor space is key in this time of COVID, but I think generally speaking, people just like to be outdoors anyways.
Yes.
So part of our 1 year of building after we signed the lease was to build our outdoor space.
Yeah.
And then of course the kitchen. You know, the kitchen makes a huge difference. People like to have something to eat when they're gathering together with their friends and you know, sharing the day, sharing some munchies and some beer.
Yeah. Well, we've our group, who are big supporters of yours, have always said that there's lots of restaurant places that have bar food. This is not bar food. This is really good food you have here.
Thank you.
Which makes a big difference, right?
Yeah.
I think there's two things you did from a marketing standpoint, which we felt were phenomenal. One was the Oktoberfest.
Yeah, thank you.
That was phenomenal. And then the other thing that you did was drop the keg?
Keg drop. New Year's Eve keg drop.
Tell us a little bit of that real quick.
So again, this is Seth's brain. Child, you know, coming to pass. Geez, I remember the first year we did it, he said, we're going to do a keg drop. And I think he came up with the idea a week before New Year's. And I said, man, can you just give it a rest? Do we have to do everything? And he did it. He pulled it off in a very short period of time. It was a big hit. He was right. And we actually did it in the second year, which was the year we had a 9 o'clock curfew. It was
right.
At New Year's 2021. We had a 9 o'clock curfew. We still did the keg drop at 9 o'clock. But it just gathered some momentum. We've got even bigger things planned for this coming New Year's. We're just going to continue to expand on the keg drop idea. Some things that'll be, you know, that'll encourage charitable giving around the keg drop, as well as community involvement with, you know, arts people and that sort of thing. So it's taken on a bit of a life of its own.
Well, what I love what you did with the Oktoberfest, and people may or may not know this, but he invited all the other breweries to put up a little stand and participate in the success and the marketing that he put together, which I thought was really a great community effort on your part.
Breweries in general we're collaborative, we're collegial, we all support one another. We don't really, you know, we try to make, you know, each other successful, and I think it works well. So at a big event like Oktoberfest, to invite other breweries, not everybody's interested in that sort of an event, but those who were joined us, and it was successful.
Yeah. Well, if you haven't been here, it's at the bottom of West Lewis Street in south end of Greensboro, SouthEnd Brewing. Say hello to Eric. Say hi to Seth when he's here. And by the way, most of the people that have been here from the beginning are still here, which is a
That
real
is correct.
tribute to your
That is
style
correct.
and the way you take care of your employees or associates, as you may call them. So thanks for your time. I really
you.
enjoyed it, and keep up the good work.
Thanks for including us.
All right, take care.
Cheers.